Yeah. Well, we can't sharpen crayons. That doesn't really work. But you can still use it even though your crayon's not sharp. Hi. Oh, you have a crayon sharpener at home? Cool. All right. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Charles.
I'm taking a shot today.
Yes, I know. Your mom told me you're getting your flu shot today, right? Yep. Aya and I got ours a couple weeks ago, and somebody else did too on that same day. Was it Ford? Yeah. And maybe Charles too? Yeah, it's important to get those flu shots. You're going to be very brave, right, Catherine? Super duper brave. Mine already got hers. Good. Hi, Aya. Hi, Finn. Hi, Charles. Okay, everybody, let's go over the schedule today. Yes, Ford. You can get one. They're right over there. And then when you're done, you can get some hand sanitizer over there, too. Okay, here's our schedule. Drop off and coloring is done. I'm going to check that off. That's really just for the kids in the classroom. Next, we're going to do morning meeting and then journals, math, recess and snack, music, foundations, science. Today is our ice cube project testing day in science. I'm so excited. I brought ice cubes for the kids in the classroom. Kids at home, make sure you've got some ice cubes ready. Or we're gonna go outside in a sunny spot and test out our shade structures. So
Miss Van Randy.
Hi, Isley, good morning. Yes, Aya.
My mom doesn't know if she's gonna be able to help me with that because she's gonna be on meetings today.
Yeah, it's a bad time for her with meetings. That's no problem, Aya, because I'm gonna try to bring my computer outside so you can watch us do ours, and then you can do yours later with your mom whenever it's a good time. Okay?
Okay, this is my basket. This is our Halloween decorations, and this is the last ring.
Cute. Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit more about Halloween in a minute. All right, after science, we're gonna do story time, and then that's it. Pack up and go home. I like your shade structure, Catherine. All right, so let's do some calendar. There is something pretty important about calendar today. Pretty special. Let's see. What is happening with our calendar? What's going on with it? There's no September anymore. September is gone. Now what month is it?
Pictures about the planets were like that one, 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 that one.
I'm going to tell you all about it. Yes, it is October now. It's not September anymore. Now it's October. So I put September back over here with all of our months of the year. Look, here's August, September. Now the blank spot is where October goes. And now it's on our calendar. Look at that. Now it's October. Let's look at how we spell it. What's the first letter in October?
Oh.
Oh, awesome. What sound does that make? October. Good. It makes an ah sound. Now I'm pointing to the last letter in October. What's the last letter? An R. So what's the last sound? October. So even though we have a new month, October, it's still the same year, still 2020. Charles, are you raising your hands? What do you want to say, Charles?
You know how you could have a full moon, a half moon, and all those?
Yes.
Well, I wanted to say one thing. You didn't put any of those last month.
Oh, I know. That's because next week we're going to start learning all about the moon phases. So I thought it would be fun to keep track of it on our calendar here. So we're going to talk way more about these moons next week. But yesterday was Wednesday. So what do you think today is? Today would be Thursday with the TH. So we need to put the first day of October, the number one, October 1st. We need to put it on Thursday, right? Because yesterday was Wednesday. So I'm going to put October 1st right here. We don't know what our pattern is yet, but we know so far it's a pumpkin first. And look what else is special about tonight. What's tonight? Oh my goodness. So maybe you can stay up and see the full moon, or maybe you can ask your parents to show you a picture of the full moon if you go to sleep before you can see the moon. So tonight is a full moon. That's so exciting. Then, let's see, I'll put it kind of right. I'll put it over here so we can kind of see both. So then the moon is going to get a little smaller, a little smaller, a little smaller, 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 until this day, it is a half moon. Now, the rest of the moon is still there. It's still there on that side, but we just can't see it. We're going to
I can see every part of the moon.
Okay, you're going to learn all about the moon next week. Don't worry, okay? Let's see some other cool things happening in October. This day is Indigenous Peoples Day. We're going to learn all about that on these couple days over here. We have no school on this day to celebrate Indigenous people, to celebrate Native people. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on these couple days. And then on this day, let's see, it's a bunch of kids in Halloween costumes. This day you get to wear your Halloween costumes to school. If you're at home, come to school on Zoom in your Halloween costume. If you're at school and you want to, you can come in your Halloween costume. I'm gonna dress up too. The reason why we're dressing up on this day is because on actual Halloween, this day right here is a Saturday. And we won't be at school on actual Halloween. So that's why we're going to celebrate on this day at school.
Miss
Yes, Ashley, I see you have your hand up. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
What's your question?
Did you know that I have the perfect witch laugh, so I'm going to be a witch for Halloween?
Awesome. I can't wait to see. Oh, you already have the witch cackle down. I love it. Aya, do you have a question or something you want to say?
What day are we gonna be able to do that?
Are we going to do the Halloween stuff at school? That's going to be this Thursday, all the way down here at the very end of the month. Because here's the beginning of the month. Here's the beginning of October. Here's the middle. Here's the end. What do you need, Ford? What's going on, sweetie? Yeah, you can do it. 2 popsicle sticks. Okay, I'll get you some in just a minute, maybe during journals, okay? Yeah, because they're outside in the hallway.
Did you say this Thursday or next Thursday?
Yeah.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4 Thursdays from now. It's not for a while because this is only the first day of October. We have to go all the way down here until the end of October. Yes, Harrison, you have a question?
Maybe you could dress up Wanda.
Oh, maybe so. Yes, maybe so. All right, so let's move. We figured out today is Thursday. So I'm going to move my arrow from Wednesday down to Thursday with the TH. Okay, let's do our weather in Austin. The season is fall. The weather is, it's sunny. It's not really too cold anymore. Now it's really just cool. So we're going to do sunny and cool. And now let's do our hundreds chart, our day of school. Let's see, yesterday was our 26th day of school. Remember we figured out that all the ones in this row have a 1 at the end. All the numbers in this row have a 2 at the end. All the numbers in this row have a 3 at the end, a 4 at the end, a 5 at the end, a 6 at the end. So what do you think this row is going to have at the end? What number? Yeah, you think a 7, right? And then here's the 20s row. What do you think? 25, 26, 27 would make sense, right? 27, you all were right. What 2 numbers are in 27? Yes, a 2 and a 7 make 27. So there's our day of school, 27. How many more days till we fill a row? 3 more days. 1, 2, 3 more days until we fill our 3rd row. How exciting. Okay. That's, gosh, 30, I mean, I don't know. How many hours were at school? I think we're at school about 4 hours. So maybe about 12 hours of school. All right, let's do our pattern. Harrison made a new pattern for us today because he's calendar helper. Kids in the classroom, I know y'all can't see too well, but you know, you can always look up there at the screen, right? Okay. All right. How would you like to do our pattern today? What do y'all think? How should we do it? Maybe by, okay, Adeline wants to do it by letter first. Somebody wants to do it by number. How do you want to do it, Isley?
I'm gonna do it by shape
Okay.
and by color.
Ooh, Isley, I love how you're doing. You have your own calendar there. Wonderful. Okay, so I think somebody said color, somebody said shape, somebody said letter. We got to do it by shape, color, and letter. Okay, here we go. And number. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of patterning. Let's do it. Let's do it by shape first. Circle, star, star, triangle.
Circle,
Star, star,
triangle.
circle,
Star,
star, star. Awesome. Let's do it by color next. Pink, green, green, orange. Pink, green, green, orange. Pink, green, green. Very good. What's next? By letter? Do it by letter? Okay, by letter. A, B, B, C. A, B, B, C. A, B would be next. And then last one, what else do we need to do? Last one, by number. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2 would be next. Wonderful job, everybody. Awesome. Okay, I know in story time yesterday, we were starting to read this book in story time yesterday, Space Rock. And here's my bookmark to talk about, to help us remember where we left off. And I said we would finish reading it in morning meeting. I changed my mind, everybody. Instead of reading this book, we're going to read a Halloween book instead because today's the first day in October. But don't worry, we're going to read this book in story time. We'll finish it in story time. Don't worry. Okay, the reason why I want to read a Halloween book today also is because our journals have to do with Halloween today. Okay, so I want us to start thinking about October and Halloween because that's what we're going to say in our journals. Yes, Aya, what do you need?
What do you like about Frozen?
Wait, am I frozen or are you frozen?
And I'm frozen.
You're not frozen, you're good. Okay, let's start reading. This book is called Franklin's Halloween. Has anybody read this one? Thumbs up. Or if you haven't read it, you can put your thumbs down. Okay, it's a really good one. And I want you to start thinking about what your favorite part of October is when we read this book, okay? Look, you can see right up there on the board, right? All right. Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. He knew the days of the week and the months of the year and the holidays in every season. Today was October 31st. It was Halloween. Franklin could hardly wait for tonight's costume party. Everyone would be there. Franklin and his friends had talked about the party for weeks. There would be games, prizes, and even a parade. Best of all, there would be a haunted house. I think there'll be bats and spiders, said Franklin. And skeletons, added Beaver. Rabbit shivered. My sister says she saw a real ghost in there last year. That's silly, Rabbit, said Beaver. There's no such thing as real ghosts. All of Franklin's friends were excited because of the costume party. Franklin wasn't sure what he was going to wear. He tried on everything in his dress-up trunk, but nothing seemed quite right. Beaver and Goose were keeping their costumes a secret. Try to find us at the party, they giggled. Fox was also mysterious about what he was going to be. Look for something gruesome, he said. That gave Franklin an idea. He would be something creepy.
Who would Franklin be?
Franklin wants to be something creepy or scary. It took Franklin more than an hour to make his costume. Shh, Wheeler, Harrison, I'm reading. As soon as it was done, he snuck up behind his father and tapped him on the shoulder. Trick or treat, said Franklin. Ah, gasped his father. Who are you? In his deepest, spookiest voice, Franklin answered, It's me, Franklinstein. On the way to town, Franklin tried to guess who was inside each costume. At least I don't have to worry about finding Bear, said Franklin. He's always a ghost. So I noticed on Halloween in Franklin's town, there's a full moon. I don't know if you noticed, but on our calendar, it's going to be a full moon on our Halloween night too. By the time Franklin and his parents arrived, the party had started. Franklin spotted Ghost at the apple bobbing and hurried toward him. Hello, Bear, Franklin said. Ooh, answered the ghost. That's good, Bear, said Franklin. You sound really scary. Franklin bobbed for an apple. Then he ran to the pumpkin toss. It was his favorite game because he always won a treat. Franklin's bag was almost full by the time the judges announced the costume contest. While Franklin lined up for the parade, he tried to find more of his friends. He thought he recognized Fox and Beaver and Goose, but where was Fox? They marched around the building twice. Franklin made horrible monster sounds and shuffled his stiff, straight legs. He won the prize for being the best green monster. Yeah, there's Fox, there's Beaver, but he's still thinking, where's Bear? There was only one more thing to do, go into the haunted house. You first, said Beaver, pushing Franklin around the door. It creaked open. A skeleton rattled. Chains clanged. There were moans. Franklin stepped on something crunchy. Suddenly, a big hairy hand reached out of the darkness. Franklin's heart beat fast and hard, but before he could scream, a light flicked on. Trick or treat, shouted Mr. Mole. Franklin looked around nervously. Then he laughed. The hairy hand was only Mr. Mole's mop. Here's a treat for braving the haunted house, said Mr. Mole. A ghost came before you. He got so scared he flew away. But Bear can't fly, said Franklin. Oh, it wasn't Bear, explained Mr. Mole. Bear is homesick with a cold. Franklin shuddered. But if Bear wasn't the ghost, then who was? He ran back to his friends who were waiting in line for the haunted house. Was it that scary? Asked Fox. You look like you've seen a ghost. Maybe I did, said Franklin, and he told them what Mr. Mole had said. You mean that Bear was never here? Asked Beaver. Franklin shook his head no. Then the ghost flew over them. It swooped low and called, "Whoo!" Rabbit twitched. So what is white? Says whoo and flies? A real ghost, answered Goose. Run! Franklin was about to follow when he saw a feather floating down. Stop, he shouted. I think I know who the ghost is. Franklin showed them the feather. Look, it must be Mr. Owl. Even Rabbit giggled when he realized the trick that their teacher had played on them. By the end of the party, everyone's bag was full. Poor Bear, said Raccoon. No treats for him. We could share our treats with Bear, suggested Franklin. All the friends agreed. They each put some treats in a bag. Then they walked to Bear's house and left the bag on the doorstep. Trick and treat, they called. On the way home, Franklin looked into his treat bag. Goodness, said his mother, you have enough in there to last until next Halloween. Maybe, said Franklin, sampling a few, but secretly he hoped they would only last until next week, meaning he would eat them all. Okay, so this was a book about some fun Halloween things. And since today's the first day in October, I want to do something in our journal that's kind of October-like. Sorry, Isley, I didn't mean to unmute you, sweetie. You're fine. So let's look at our schedule. We're going to check off morning meeting. Next on our schedule is journal. Next on our schedule is journal. So let's all get our journals out. So if you're at home, find your journal. It looks just like this. And if you're at school, find your journal. It looks just like this. Let's all get our journals and a pencil out. Journals and a pencil. Good, Colin. Are you getting your journal and a pencil? Journal and a pencil. Want to find it? Get your journal and a pencil. Yay, Colin! Wonderful. Yes. I know because you were here yesterday. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, not today. So go to the next page. Okay, so let's see what today's journal says. Today's journal page says, my favorite thing about October is, since today's the first day in October, I want to know what your favorite things about October are. But before we start, we need to write the date, right? Don't write September. Don't write September anymore. You got to write October. Look, here's our new date up here. Now, October is a really long word, right? So I just put an abbreviation or a nickname for October. O-C-T. You don't have to write the whole word October. You can just write O-C-T. That stands for October. Then a number 1. We figured out in calendar that today is the first day in October, number 1. And the year is still the same, 2020. So I'm going to show you where to write it. All right, so always right up there at the top, an O-C-T. That stands for October. Yay! Oh, and you use pencil for it. Fantastic. Then we figured out it's the first day, so we need to write a number 1. October 1st. And then the year, 2020. That's like a pattern. 2020. 2020. And there's our date. So now I'm going to give you a couple minutes to write the date at the top. And then maybe we can start sharing our favorite things in October. Nice writing, Catherine. Nice. Nice writing, everybody. Y'all doing a great job writing the date. Okay, so here's how we can do journal this morning. I think, let's see, I think I have an idea of how I can help y'all with your writing. One second. I think that you all can tell me what your favorite part of October is, and I'll write it on this piece of paper, and then you'll know how to spell it, right? Okay? So, yeah. Wow, good job, Colin. Did you finish copying the date? That looks awesome drawing, but you need to finish copying the date, right? Okay, Catherine, your hand is up. Catherine, what's your favorite part of October?
Halloween.
Halloween. Okay, so Catherine's favorite part of October is Halloween. So if your favorite part of October is Halloween too, then that's what you write to finish the sentence. So with your pencil, you could write, so this is already in your journal, my favorite thing about October is, and then you could copy Halloween. And you could write it right there in the lines. And then you could draw Halloween night. All right, Wheeler, what's your favorite part of October?
The word candy, I think. What do you think it starts with?
Okay.
And write that.
Okay, so Wheeler's favorite part of Halloween is trick-or-treating when he gets candy and gets to wear his costume. Okay, so Wheeler, this is what you write in your journal. Trick or treating. And if your favorite part of Halloween is trick-or-treating also, then you can write this too, just like
I
Wheeler.
like Halloween because it's trick or treating.
It's part of trick-or-treating, right? Yes, very good, Catherine. Wow, good copying, Colin. Ford, what's your favorite part of Halloween? Ooh, Ford's favorite part of Halloween is carving pumpkins. Okay, so I'm gonna write carving pumpkins. So if your favorite part is carving pumpkins, this is what you're gonna write in your journal. And then you can draw a carving pumpkin. You can draw yourself carving a pumpkin, or you could just draw a jack-o'-lantern. Harrison, what's your favorite part of Halloween?
On Halloween, I like to see all
Oh, so like the spooky decorations and stuff? Okay, so Harrison's favorite part of Halloween is the spooky decorations. So, Harrison, oh, and Adeline too, yeah? So if your favorite part of Halloween, or October I meant, is all the spooky decorations, then this is what you write. So this is a way where you'll know how to finish the sentence and spell the word. Does anybody at home want to share what their favorite part of Halloween is? Aya, are you raising your hand? Aya, what's your favorite part of Halloween?
Wearing my costume.
Ooh, so costumes? Dressing up in your costume? Okay, so let's write, we could write costumes. I love dressing up in costumes too. For Halloween.
Guess what? Last Halloween, when I was 2, me and my mom and my brother carved the pumpkin.
That's also one of my favorite things. I love carving pumpkins. That's Ford's favorite right there. All right, Charles, what's your favorite part of Halloween?
I don't want to tell you, but I'll show you.
Okay, you're gonna show us instead? Let's see, let me make your screen bigger so I can see it. It says, oh, let's see, your papa's birthday, and then go up just a little bit. Mama and Papa's anniversary is October 13th. Oh my goodness. So Charles has 2 favorite things about the month of October. It's his Papa's birthday and his parents' anniversary is in October too. So you have lots of great things to celebrate. So Charles, do you want me to write it right here or is your mom helping you write it?
I you to write it right there.
Okay, so what should I write?
It's
We
also
should write,
Halloween.
and Halloween? Okay, so there's Halloween. We could write Papa's birthday and anniversary?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
What to say? Yes, Papa's birthday and anniversary. Okay.
Miss Van
Needs to
Randy.
write
If I
this
have to see
word
what
too.
the letter this is.
Okay.
Miss
Oh.
Van Randy.
That's an A.
Yes, Isley.
And where's the H?
Let me show you my journal.
Okay.
This
I wasn't, I got
line.
confused.
Okay, Isley, what's your
Okay.
favorite part of Halloween?
Getting candy.
Ooh, so you could write trick or treating like Wheeler. Your favorite part is trick
Oh,
or
I
treating.
write candy.
Yeah, show her how you spelled
Oh,
candy.
or you could write candy. That's wonderful. Nice writing, Isley.
Okay.
Let's see, I'm kind of running out of room, Charles, but. There we go. It's a little squunched there at the end. Hope you can read it, sweetie. All right, does anybody else want to share what their favorite part of Halloween is? So far, you could write, or sorry, your favorite part of October. So far, you could write, my favorite part of October is Halloween. You could write, my favorite part of October is trick-or-treating. Or maybe your favorite part of October is carving pumpkins, or spooky decorations, or costumes, or Charles has his papa's birthday and his parents' anniversary in October. Those are two fun things to celebrate.
Where's the trick or treating?
Trick-or-treating is right here with the T, tough, tough, trick-or-treating. Vina, good job.
Okay, I'm writing that.
How do you spell what? W-E, yeah. All right, this is great writing, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna walk around, help the kids in the classroom. Kids at home, if you need anything, just say, Miss Vanderandy, and I'll come, okay? And I'm gonna leave this up so you can do some writing. Okay. Your illustration with your drawing. Oh, beautiful. Do you see how Caroline wrote Halloween and then she did a drawing? So you wrote trick or treating, so you could draw yourself trick or treating. Wow, I mean, awesome job on your journal. So cute. You could maybe draw a house, throw some candy, a costume. Ta-da. Wow, this is fantastic. I know. Wonderful. Good job. Nice writing, everybody. I know, yeah, it was hard. There was a lot of writing over there. All right, how's it going with journals, kids at home? How are y'all doing? Okay, so for this is what you're gonna write right here, carving pumpkin, one with the C. Yes, Vina, good job raising your hand. Favorite thing about Halloween is we get to go trick or treating. Yes, Miss Rita.
This is flowers. Yes, that was the flower.
Look, you're making a doorbell. I love it. Do you know that I dress up in a flower for Halloween? Careful about the wires. You want to go around this way?
I'm done.
Okay. All right. Vina wants to show you her journal at home. Let's see. Vina did. Her favorite part of Halloween is when we get to go trick-or-treating. So good. Oh, Adeline wants to show too? Okay, let's see what Adeline wrote. Adeline wrote, my favorite part about October is Halloween. And she drew some pumpkins and trick-or-treating and candy up there. So good. Wonderful. Anybody at home want to share their journals with us? No? Okay, we're going to have about 1 more minute for journals, and then we're going to start math. We got about 1 more minute. Yes, Wheeler. We're going to do 2 next week. Today, but 2 we're going to talk about. You can check out journals. That is great handwriting, or you're almost all done. Okay, everybody, if you're still working on your journal, that's okay. You can keep working. We're going to go ahead and start math. Wheeler Harrison, Wheeler Harrison. But if you're still working on your journal, that's okay. You can finish up. But we're going to go ahead and start math. Okay, I'm going to check off journal. There we go. Next on our schedule starts with an M. Math. Charles, we're going to need a pencil. Charles, before we start math, did you want to show us your journal? Let's look at it. It says, my favorite thing about October is, oh, you wrote Halloween. Nice. Very good. Okay, let's get back to our regular screen. There we go. Okay, yes, I have not forgotten. I promise I will. Just keep reminding me, okay? We'll have time today. Don't worry. All right, so let's get our math books out. If you're done with your journal, you can put your journal away. If you're not done with it, then you can keep your journal out. We're going to be in our dark orange math textbooks today. Dark orange math textbooks. So, Colin, did you put your journal away and get your math textbook out? Good job, Colin. And you're going to need a pencil today. Harrison, did you get your math textbook out? We're going to need a pencil today. All right. We are going to turn it to page 34, a 3 and a 4. Page 34, a 3 and a 4. And it looks like this, except yours isn't going to have these markers on it because I used a marker yesterday when we were doing our math and it bled through to the other page. So I need to do a better job at remembering to use a black crayon. Now remember, I only use a black crayon so the kids at home can see better because pencils don't show up very well. But you all need to use pencil, okay? All right, I'm gonna come around and help the kids in the classroom find page 34. So I'll be right back. Everybody at home, find page 34 and get a pencil out.
I found it.
Yay! Or maybe okay. Wheeler, let's get you on the right page. There we go. And Harrison, you're almost there, almost there. There we go. Okay. Yay, Ellie, this is incredible. Okay, let's see. My favorite thing about a polar light berries. Light berries and
No, it's like there's a fire for
18 minutes. Oh my goodness, and look at your illustration. Oh, this is fantastic. We've got to tell your mom about all your writing you did in your journal. You don't want to? Okay, we can keep it a secret, but I think you'll make her really happy. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, thanks for being patient, kids at home. All right, it looks like we are practicing what number today? We're practicing our number 4 today. Let's see what the directions say. And again, I'm sorry about that bleeding through on the marker from yesterday. Sorry about that. But the directions say trace and write. Let's see, I guess they want us to trace these boxes. Okay, we can do some tracing. So I'm going to use black crayon today instead of marker, so that way it won't bleed through anymore. So tracing is really helpful because it helps us have better handwriting. That's why we like to practice a lot of tracing. Okay. Oh, nice tracing, Aya. Wonderful.
Trace the 4s.
Great. Yes, you're right, Isley. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to trace the number 4s. So it looks like we're going to follow this little red arrow, right? So we're going to start here at the top and go down and over. And then all the way down. There's our number 4. So we're going to start at the top and go down to the plane line and then slide over on the plane line and then all the way down. Because I know there's no picture of a plane line there, but look, there's that dotted plane line. Look at that.
And then go all the way down to the worm line.
Yeah, or the grass line, right? Grass line. So we're going to go start here,
At the
go
skyline.
down, over, and all the way down. So that's how we trace our number 4s.
Down.
Okay, nice tracing. Nice tracing, everybody. All right, and then we're going to write our own number 4s. Okay, here we go. I want you to write 4 number 4s. That's a lot of 4s. Right, 4 number 4s. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Thank you. All right, so we're going to go down to the plane line and then over and then all the way down. Wonderful. You can start on the next page if you want. We're going to go down to the plane line, over, and all the way down. We're going to go down to the plane line, slide over, and all the way down. Okay, so far I've written 3 number 4s. I need to write 1 more. We're going to go down to the plane line, over, and all the way down. There we go. Now I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4 number 4s. Wonderful, Aya. Beautiful handwriting. All right, when you're done with your number 4s, and if you're still working, that's okay. You have plenty of time. No rush at all. But if you're done, You can go to the next page and start counting the blocks. Nope, this one right here, page 35. Let's see, how many orange blocks are there? 1. So it says count and write the numbers. So we're just going to write a number 1. Let's see, how many blue blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to write a number 4. How many are there? Are those pink or red? Maybe pink? Pink blocks? There's 2.
They're pink.
They're pink. All right. And there's 2 pink blocks. I'll help you for it in just a minute. So we'll write a number 2. And then how many brown blocks? How many brown? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So we write a number 3. All right, kids at home, I'm going to help some kids in the classroom, but I will leave this right here, so hopefully you can still kind of see it a little bit. There we go. Okay, you need to go back one. You're done. Great. You can throw everything away and we can just more pop. You're done. You did wonderful. You're done. You did great. Ooh, nice. The cone will be right there. And we learned there's one right there. And Nina, you can put your knife away next to it. Great job. That is great. Yeah, you can put your knife away. Fantastic, Colin. Awesome. Awesome. That's number 4. Just wonderful. And then how many others here? Yes, I am going to be a blessing to the planet. What? I'm going to bring my dog. I'll bring Snugs, my dog. Maybe you can say hi to Snugs? Okay.
I don't know how I can bring that, but I can bring our friends and my toothpaste.
Wonderful. You want to also bring a picture of him?
What about I can bring my Yankee dog?
Sure. Okay, everybody.
Is Vanderendy?
Yes. Yes, Aya.
Vanderendy, who's Snugs?
Oh, Snugs is my dog. We were just talking about blessing of the pets tomorrow. We have like a super extra special chapel tomorrow. It's not a regular chapel. We're doing another chapel parade tomorrow. And if you want, you can bring your pets and have your pets blessed. If you don't have a pet, you could bring a stuffed animal. You could bring a picture of a pet, maybe an old pet that died, that passed away. You could bring your picture. Yeah, maybe you have a cat, and cats don't really like riding in the car, so you could bring a picture of your cat. Or if you don't have a pet, you could bring a stuffed animal, or you could just come and see everybody else's pet. Okay? Also, blessing of the pets. is totally optional. And that means you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But I'm going to be there, and I'm going to bring my dog Snugs because he loves people.
I have a question. Since
Yes,
the
hi.
pen doesn't have that much ink, I used it because it was darker. But it doesn't have as much ink.
Oh,
It doesn't show.
okay, cool. Yes, Harrison.
I don't have my dog anymore, but I do have a stuffed animal of my dog.
Perfect. You could bring that. Perfect. All right, everybody. You did wonderful with math today. Let's close our math books and put our math books away.
Oh, and I'm gonna bring
Let's make sure our pencils get back in their pencil boxes. And let's do some checking off on our schedule here. We did a wonderful job with journals and math. I'm going to check off math. Next on our schedule is snack and recess for the kids at school. So the kids at home, y'all have a break. And then what's next? We have an M here, music. Music is next. So that means we can end this Zoom. We're going to end this Zoom because when we come back after the break, we're going to be in Miss Burks' Zoom for music. Okay? So, bye everybody. I'll see you after the break. We'll see you for music. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Miss Fender Andy. Bye,